Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the monthly portfolio update for February. I apologize for this being 11th of March today, so this is very late, but it is what it is. I thought that this was going to be a slightly shorter version than usual, so we'll just go through everything fairly quickly. Jumping into the dividends for the month, we got $1.41 from AbbVie, 0.74 from Realty Income, $0.52 from Hormel, and $0.49 from Starbucks, which resulted in a whooping $3.16 in total, which is super nice. Looking at the dashboard for, we are in March now, so obviously the stock market has been a little bit more volatile than usual, to say the least, which means that we are down a fair amount since, especially on the new investments for last month. But whatever, again, long-term perspective. But let's keep going. So one of our new additions this month is going to be Aflac Incorporated. So some of the really good things about Aflac is they are a long-term dividend payer and grower. I think they've both been paying and growing their dividend consistently since 39 years back. Their 10-year average growth rate is about 8%, but the short term is a lot higher than that, if I remember correctly. I also like that they look very strong, even through the pandemic. There was obviously a hit during 2020 where the stock price specifically dropped, but their dividend has gone through that no problem, so far at least. And again, their consistent growth through the last 10 years seem to be very, very solid. Their debt is also pretty low. So all of these things I like a lot. So what is it that I don't like? Well, obviously the narrow focus being in the US and Japan markets. It's a little bit more narrow than I'd like. But I definitely think that the other solid points for this company make up for it. They've also had like a fairly low revenue gain through the pandemic, which is a little bit concerning, but their net gains have still been fairly solid. So we'll see what they can do in the coming years, and how that's gonna be, how that will look. So I bought one share at $65.12. And right now, a few weeks later, I mean, this is almost a month later from when I bought it. So it's about 8% down from my buying price. And here we can also see the 1-year dividend growth, which was almost 18%. Considering we're just now coming out of the pandemic, I think that's really impressive. And even their 3 and 5-year growth rate is 10% or so. I think definitely looking like this, looking up for Aflac. So I'm excited. My next buy was T Rowe Price Group Incorporated. It's definitely a mouthful. So their 10-year growth rate has been 13.29% for the dividend. I think that's absolutely amazing, obviously. They're also a long-term dividend payer, 35 years plus, with an incredibly low debt. I think it was 2% or so, which is, I don't know, it's really, really good, obviously. They're active globally, which is another good point in relation to Aflac. So they are active, very active in the US, Europe, and so on. I don't know what to say about the dislikes part. Obviously, the uncertain financial climate that we're living in and have been living in since the pandemic started, and maybe even before then, leaves a lot to be desired. But I still think, and I still feel like this was a solid buy for me. So I bought one share at $144.31. But I mean, in the month since then, it's dropped about 4%, which isn't that bad. And here we can also see their short-term dividend growth has been absolutely amazing, with 20% as their last dividend increase, and average for 3 and 5 years is around 15%. So this is definitely looking to be a really solid buy. If we go over to the portfolio overview, we can see here that we're pretty much in the red. Starbucks, Oracle has dropped about 11% since I bought it. And Pepsi about 9%, and Realty Income has dropped about 7%. Obviously, total return accounts for dividends as well, so that's why that is different. Overall, I'm definitely feeling like the portfolio is progressing in the right direction, and I'm sure that all these stock prices will go up soon TM anyway. And with the strategy that I have in mind, it doesn't concern me at all, if I'm going to be completely honest. We are up to about $45 in annual dividends, which is it definitely feels solid. We're on track to that $100 at the end of this year. But yeah, this is gonna be the end for this video. It's a little bit shorter than usual. So thanks for watching, and have a really nice day.